Hey YouTube, I'm Matt. This is Michael, the Tabletop Life Podcast, and today we're going to be unboxing Resident Evil 2, the board game by Steamforged Games. This just came out like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, same day and date with the Resident Evil 2 remake for the PS4 and Xbox. So today we're going to dive into this and see what's all included and see how it compares to some of its other contemporaries like Fallout and Doom that have came out recently. Let's take a look.
This is our game. We are going to take this open and see what we got. Oh, very nice. If you've played the game, you'll recognize that scene. Very nice to put that in there. We've got our rule book. Our scenario book, which is if we will be playing this game like we would be playing the actual video game, get this and play along with it. We have our extremely dark map pieces. You can see these are scenes from the game. You can see a lot of callbacks to the actual game itself. Looks very good. The everything feels pretty good. Everything's really nice and in there. I feel like this is pops out very clean, which is always important on these things. All right, let's get into these miniatures. These are unpainted. You will have your base paint on them, but if you want more detail, you will want to paint them yourself. I love... There's nothing underneath it. I love that this comes in. Let's uncover. It is taped on here. There we go. Look at that. That is nice. That is nice for storage. If you've played these miniature games before, most of the time they are thrown in there. We actually got a sneak peek of these at Gen Con, and they look the exact same. Very good. Good detail. Some of our characters. I'm gonna have to reference back to this how I took them out of here. We've always wanted to do a video of us learning how to paint these miniatures, and we are starting to collect quite the collection. We should probably do that here soon. But these are going to be an awful lot of fun to paint. You can really see the detail in them. If you want, Matt, you can go ahead and start opening some of those other bags for me so they're ready to go when I get to them. These look very good. I don't remember what price. What did you see this for earlier on Amazon? 80 something, 90. I don't know how the game plays yet, but these are some very high quality pieces. I'm starting to see why it has some of the price associated with it that it does. Can't get them out of there. That's what happened to me. I kept taking them. It just kept being more. It's an infinite piece. Get that in there. All right. Going through some of your equipment pieces. If you're a fan of the game, you'll recognize that these are all pieces from the actual video game. A lot of you will know where this equipment already is going to be and what it's used for. Ooh. Drop one. There are a lot of cards here to try to hold with one hand. Yeah, we're looking forward to playing this. I don't know if we'll get it tackled this month, but I would say probably by next month we should have this game with some of our trial playthroughs, and then we can actually do a game for the show itself and break it down for you. I'm not sure if we'll be able to do it in such a short month. Probably not this month.
There's a lot to unpack here.
I do like that there's a scenario that we can play through on it. Ink ribbon, I love that. Many different weapons and items and health items. Looks like there should be very good variety in this game. I'm liking that we've got your pieces for all your different puzzles, your keys. I hope it's not too tedious trying to find these pieces to unlock doors. Nearly done with the equipment. And we'll move on to some of the character cards.
While you're looking at these, we were discussing the campaign you mentioned. This is by default a co-op game, but there are solo modes where you can play by yourself and it adjusts the game rules. And then there's also the you can play all the stories like individually, but then there is the campaign mode if you want like the full Resident Evil 2 story feel, and it strings all the campaigns together in the proper order to make the complete game, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah. All right. Here's our characters. What is this, 4-player?
Up to 4-player, I believe.
Some more zombies. So if I remember right, some of these, and I won't go through all of these, depend on like what level you're at in the game almost. So it goes from like a green to a yellow to a red, and then that would really, I believe you would draw these. I'm not 100% sure on this. So
I believe this is the tension deck.
Yes, I believe that is what it's.
So when you have a turn, you have your action stage. That's where you do your move, attack, whatever you want to do. Then the enemy players don't have their own turn. They have what's called the reaction phase, that's where they would move. And then after the player characters and the enemies have been moved, there's what's called the tension phase. And that's where you would draw cards from this or play cards from this and resolve that action. That's where you would get some of the kind of the jump scares Resident Evil is known for, where enemies may appear randomly, and there are some, I'm sure, positive ones, just probably not very many.
So you've done more research on this than I have. I'm guessing that this is your boss, and that these are your different moves and abilities.
The G Mutant and Birkin.
Is that correct?
Stage 3 are the bosses.
I figured that's what those were.
Mm-hmm.
So then you got all those cards, and then we'll go through the rest of these. I've showed you the zombie already. The zombie dog. Modified zombie. The evolved liquor. And the liquor. You've got these dice. And these markers, but I'm not real sure what these are for.
I don't know either.
But I'm sure I will find out, maybe for the... I don't know. I'm sure we will find out by the time we play the game.
Hopefully.
You'd think so.
Yeah.
And like I said, we have all of these.
That, I believe, is your tension deck.
And more Birkin Stage 3. And that is the unboxing of Resident Evil 2, the board game. If you check back with us, you'll see, or do a follow-up review on this, you will see also some B footage, I'm sure, of us playing the game. And if you check out our podcast, you can also hear us dive into this game. I'm hoping it's as good as it looks, and you will find out soon.
And where would I find that podcast, Michael?
You'd find that at tabletopLifePodcast.com. You would follow us on Instagram at tabletoplife. You would follow us on Twitter at Tabletop Life Podcast, I believe. Just Tabletop Life.
Yeah.
And give us a follow. It's always an adventure.
Yeah. And subscribe and like and all that fun stuff. Click the bell if you want to see more of these videos.
All right. Well, enjoy.
Hey there. If you like this video, be sure to give us a like below and let us know in the comments what you want to see next. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications bell to get more Tabletop Life videos as they come. While you wait for our next video, Click here to check out our unboxing for Fallout New California, or click here to check out our unboxing of Firewall Island Kickstarter Edition. Until next time, game over.